This is Caitlin, your host of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, where we get no sleep and survive on coffee to watch just one more episode at night. Hello, and welcome back to the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, and welcome to another special episode. As you guys know, I don't release episodes normally on this day, but due to Tencent having their conference for new dramas, I am releasing a special episode this week. Just like I did with Youku and IQIYI, this is now the Tencent episode. If you have not listened to the IQIYI or the Youku podcast episode, those are both available in the past month and a half or so. You can go back and listen to those episodes and hear about some new Chinese dramas that are coming out either later this year or next year, I guess. There's also corresponding blog posts with all three of these episodes. So if you're listening to the Tencent one right now, a blog post has been uploaded to the blog, so you can go and follow along, or you can just go and read it and not listen to this podcast episode as well. If you need a guide of what I'm going to be talking about, that's on the blog. This past week, Tencent held their conference and announced new Chinese dramas that were never mentioned before, or provided new content to dramas that have already been announced, worked on, completed. These are going to be Chinese dramas that we might see before the end of 2024, or Chinese dramas that Tencent plans to release in 2025. Tencent also announced some brand new dramas that they plan to start making. There's only one that I was interested in, so there's only one in this blog post, but IQIYI and Youku had that same format and did the same thing. Just like when I covered IQIYI and Youku, I'm not going to talk about every drama or thing they announced and talked about, because that would just be a really, really long blog post and podcast episode. So I just picked out the dramas that caught my eye and that I had an interest in, and that is what I'm going to talk about today. In terms of Tencent, I feel like this conference, I had the least number of dramas I was interested in. I didn't even make it to 20 dramas. I usually, with the IQIYI and Youku, I had to cap it at 20 because I liked so many. In terms of Tencent, I don't know if it was the type of dramas they were making, or maybe I just didn't find everything they were making, but I felt like I just wasn't interested in a ton because I couldn't even get to 20 for the Tencent one. So this might be a little shorter of an episode for you guys. The list will span genres. There wasn't any particular one genre I concentrated on, but the format is I'll list out the dramas, I'll introduce them a bit with a title and a cast and a little synopsis, and then I'll say why I'm excited for this particular drama. If you go into the blog post, all of the dramas I talk about are in the blog post with links to my drama list. You can go to the blog post and go to my drama list and click the link through my blog post to visit the dramas pages as well. I either included the trailer for the drama I'm going to talk about or the poster in the blog post, so you can check those out as well on the blog post. Also, if just so you know what drama I'm talking about as well. The dramas I mentioned are also in no particular order. And as I said, Tencent had the least number of dramas I was excited for out of all three of the networks. That might change, that might not, I don't know. I always keep track of all the network dramas I watch, and because I'm always curious what network I checked out the most and I liked the most. That number I always have at the end of the year. I like stats. I like data. I sometimes probably overanalyze that type of stuff. Just FYI, if I sound congested, for some reason, I all of a sudden, I think I'm battling some allergies, so I might sound a little congested in this episode. I'm not sick. I really am not. I think I just am starting to get some allergies from it becoming colder and the turn of the season type thing, because I do suffer a little bit from allergies from that. Nothing major, but If I sound different or I sound congested or something, that's probably why. That's my guess, but we'll see. Okay, let's dig into these dramas. So first one I'm going to talk about, and probably one of the biggest ones I'm excited for, and I'm sure a lot of other people are excited for this one. It's Love on the Turquoise Land. The director are two people, Tian Li and He Tan. They both worked on Tencent Mystic, which is one of my favorite Chinese dramas. The screenwriter is done by Wei Yu, who wrote No Boundary. Of course, the leads are Cdrama, who you might remember from 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms or The Blue Whisper, and then Chen Xingyu, who was in The Starry Love and Goodbye My Princess. If I'm mispronouncing any of these names or any of the names I will be talking about, I apologize in advance. I'm not the best at covering names in general. The synopsis of this is Dilraba plays a sculptor who is a descendant of a man from the Qin dynasty who is obsessed with immortality. Legend says that he sent out a mysterious army to find this immortality, but this army's whereabouts and if they succeeded are unknown. Due to her being his descendant, she always seems to be running into trouble with people who are also seeking the same immortality. And Chen Xingyu plays a wealthy man who is looking for the truth. Together, they search for this army and investigate both their pasts. I kind of took the MDL synopsis and summarized a little bit. That's kind of what I did with a lot of these synopsises for various reasons, and I'll explain when we get to the dramas. The reason why I'm excited for Love on the Turquoise Land. Tencent released a new short trailer and a new poster for this drama, and as I said, this is probably one of my most anticipated dramas I'm looking forward to from Tencent. The things that caught my eye are, for the most part, the synopsis. It looks like it potentially could have some tomb raiding in it. And as you guys know, I'm always excited about Chinese dramas that have to do with tomb raiding and that type of story because I'm a huge fan of The Lost Tomb and the Candle in the Tomb series. This drama also seems to be a very different role for both Cdrama and Chen Xingyu, and I like when actors and actresses take on different roles and try new things, so I'm excited to see them in this as well. Lastly, the directors also get me excited for this drama because, as I said, Tencent Mystic is one of my favorites, and the fact that the directors of that drama have now worked on this drama gives me high hopes for this drama. Especially because if you're dealing with the genre of tomb raiding or dark fantasy, as this drama seems to be, because they've already showed that they excel in that type of same genre with Tencent Mystic. They also being attached to this project make me excited for this project. So that was Love on the Turquoise Land. Next drama I'm going to talk about is a drama called Blossom. I know we had a lot of Chinese dramas with the word blossom in it this year. We're not done yet. The director for this is Zhenqing Ji. He did the short web drama Provoke. Screenwriter is Ji Bin, who did Immortal Samsara. Leads are Li Yuru, who was in Love Like the Galaxy, and Meng Ziyi, who was in The Untamed. Men Ziyi, this is a synopsis. Men Ziyi plays Do Zhao, who loses her mother at a young age. She goes and lives with her stepmother in the countryside and becomes isolated from the rest of the world. One stormy night, she runs into Li Yuru's character Sung Mo and helps him protect a descendant of a duke. Sung Mo was born into an official's family and is investigating his family's downfall. To escape an arranged marriage and investigate his family, they form an alliance and decide to marry. Initially, they don't trust each other, but over time, they grow fond of each other and help the others recover memories, uncover secrets, protect each other, that sort of thing. Why am I excited for Blossom? Tencent released a short new trailer for this as well as a new poster during the conference. I've always liked Lee Yoon Roy, Ri. I know I'm butchering his name. So I'm glad that he's getting more lead roles. I've seen him in supporting roles a lot of the time. I think this pairing is interesting too. I never really pictured these two leads acting as a couple together in a drama. And I also like the idea of a couple getting married and then falling in love after they get married. I like that trope. I've liked other Chinese dramas with that same trope, like The General's Lady, for example. Um, Aesthetically, because I watched the trailer, aesthetically, I like the look of this drama. The trailer didn't show us much because it was really short, but from what was in the trailer, it was pretty, and I like the aesthetic and the look of it. I also am excited for this drama due to the director. I liked some of his other short dramas that he did, so I'm curious what he's going to do with a long form drama now. That's kind of what drew me to this drama, and that was Blossom. The next drama I'm going to talk about is Fight for Love. The directors, it has multiple directors. Directors are Zhao Jing Tao, who did A Journey to Love, and Qi Zhao Hui, who did something called A Little Things Called First Love. I did not watch it, but screenwriter was Wang Hong, who did Snowfall from this year. The leads are Victoria Song. You might recognize her from Find Yourself, and Ding Yu Shi, who you might recognize from The Romance of Tiger and Rose. Synopsis for this drama: Victoria Song's character dies and is reborn. She's reborn right when she's supposed to get married. She knows what already will happen to the family she's going to marry into, and yet still goes ahead with the marriage. She decides to marry into this family who goes into hell and back again in this lifetime. She vows to support her new husband through everything. She vows not to repeat the same mistakes. She and her husband, played by Ding Yu Shi, work together to survive and thrive through all these tribulation and battles that they go through. Again, I'm summarizing that a little bit. Tencent released a new trailer for this drama, so you can see that on my blog post. Honestly, my thoughts on this show. Honestly, I forgot this drama even existed until this conference happened and the trailer came out. I remember it being announced. I remember like, oh, that's exciting, that's interesting, and then I completely forgot about it. I'm glad we got a new trailer, because then I was reminded of it. I've always been a fan of Victoria's Song, both when she was singing in a K-pop group as well as an actress. I have not seen her in a drama recently. I know she's had a couple dramas come out in early 2024. I just have not gotten around to watch them yet. But I'm excited. I'm always excited to see her making more dramas and coming out with new dramas. That's why I'm excited for this one. Again, I never really pictured her acting beside Ding Yushi, but I'm curious about this pairing. I also like the idea of rebirth with this whole synopsis thing where she dies and comes back to life or gets reborn. Also, when this drama was first announced, at least with like the poster, I kind of remember thinking that it was more on the comedy side. At least the looks of it looked more as a comedy drama. The trailer doesn't give me any comedy. The new one that was released during this conference, it was more of like a tragic trailer, and have always been a fan of more serious historical C-dramas and less comedy for me. I was pleasantly surprised by this trailer because it didn't have the comedy that I assumed it would have, given the posters and other material I've seen from this drama that were released from Tencent. Give me more rebirth, revenge stories and Chinese dramas. I will watch them all, and Fight for Your Love is another one I will probably watch. That was Fight for Your Love. Next drama I'm going to talk about is another drama I had no idea existed, really. It doesn't even have a English title yet. I got the Chinese title. Probably going to butcher this. I'm so sorry. But it is called Tao Hua Ying Zhang Shan. Don't know what the English title will be yet. Its director is Yi Jun, who did Bloody Romance. Screenwriter is Su Ni, who did Wrong Carriage, Right Groom. Leads are going to be Li Shu-yi, who is in the currently airing drama Kill Me, Love Me, and then Meng Ziyi again, who was in The Untamed. The synopsis I got was, I think, one straight from MDL. I kind of just copied it from MDL, but it's a fallen princess is forced into a political marriage with a corrupt prime minister. She faces numerous dangers and strives to survive to protect herself amidst the conflicts of national loyalty, personal vengeance, and true love. Meanwhile, the prime minister, who is outwardly ambitious to become a treacherous official, secretly harbors a desire to serve his country, its people, and the world. That was synopsis. Tencent released a new poster and trailer for this drama. And why am I excited for this? I've always liked Lu Shu-yi, and I've watched him in many of his supporting roles. He's always been a good actor, in my opinion. I'm excited he's getting more lead roles. I still have not watched Kill Me, Love Me. I've heard it's good, but also I've seen comedy involved in it, which I wasn't expecting. But it's on my list to maybe check out. But I've watched a bunch of his other dramas. I've always been a fan. Pairing of them two together is very good looking, I have to admit. We have seen now that the trailer for this drama is giving me Lu Shu-yi's character from Kill Me, Love Me a little bit. Maybe not as harsh as that trailer, but like there's definitely some tension in this trailer for this drama. So, and we know, at least from the trailer of both Kill Me, Love Me, and for what I hear that is already airing, is he comes off playing these types of characters very well, and he does it well. This new drama is kind of giving me that same vibe, that it's going to be that same type of character, maybe. We'll have to see. The trailer looked like it was a beautiful drama from what was shown, and some of those scenes in the trailer are gorgeous. That's pretty much why I'm excited for this drama. And the drama does not have an English title, but it's Tao Hua Ying Zhang Shan. If you go on MDL and look under Lu Shu-yi, you'll find it. Or look under Meng Ziyi, you'll find it there as well, whichever one. Legend of the Female General is the next drama I'm going to be talking about. Director is Jeffrey Chang, who did The Longest Promise. Screenwriter, we have two of them, Chang Yi, who did No Overtime Today, which I had never heard of, and Feng Shu Wen, who did Legend of Zhao Hua. Leads are Zhao Yi, who you might remember her from Scent of Time, and Cheng Lei, who you might remember from My Journey to You. The synopsis is, I, again, summarize this because MDL, for some reason, had a really long synopsis, so I summarize this again. To protect her family, Hei Yan, played by Zhao Yi, is forced to wear a mask and pretend to be the family's eldest son. She first meets Xiao Ju, played by Cheng Lei, in Shancheng Academy. She leaves the academy and goes to the battlefield eventually for her family. Years later, she returns home a hero, but is betrayed by her family. She assumes a new identity and joins the military. She's determined to reclaim everything she had and get revenge. She meets Xiao Ju again, who thinks she is a spy and decides to test her. Eventually, they grow to trust each other and strive to survive through everything and uncover the truth, possibly get revenge against her family and other people who have conspired against them. During the conference, Tencent released a new trailer for this drama. I am a fan of Cheng Lei ever since I saw him in My Journey to You. He kind of stole the drama for me. I had seen him before in some of his other short dramas, so when he caught my attention in My Journey to You again, that kind of made me love him even more. And the fact that when I heard that he was going to do My Journey to You, I was excited to have him in a longer drama. And I'm happy to see he's gotten more popular after that drama. He pulls off historical dramas very well. I think he looks very good in costume and armor and all that stuff. I haven't seen Zhao Yi in anything since Word of Honor, which I think I watched in 2020 or something. Can she pull off looking like a man? In my opinion, no. She still looks like a woman dressed like a man, but that won't stop me from enjoying this, though. I will say, it looks like she's playing a strong female lead character, which we always love to watch. They look good together, fighting together, covered in blood together, due to being on the battlefield for so long. I feel like we've been waiting for this drama forever. Like, we got a new trailer at this conference, but we've gotten many trailers and many posters before that. I will say, though, I did not realize this was a revenge drama until this new trailer was released and the synopsis came out. I personally love a good revenge. That is also what caught my eye. The synopsis sounds really interesting and good. I don't know why, but this drama, or maybe it's the trailer and the fact that like most of the trailers I've seen, they're on the battlefield and fighting their way out. It sort of reminds me of Mulan a little bit, like the story of Mulan a little bit, but just a little, not a lot. I think they actually have done Chinese dramas on Mulan. I could be wrong, but I feel like that is a story that they have done, not any of the movies, but like I feel like they've done a drama or a movie. I don't know. Anyway, that's off topic. That was the drama Legend of a Female General. All right, next drama. At first, I wasn't really excited for this, and then this conference happened, and then I was, at least a little bit more. This drama is called Serendipity. The director is Changka Lam, who did The Last Immortal. The screenwriter is Cheng Ting Yu, who did The Princess Wei Young. He wrote that. There's a lot of leads in this one because I think it's sort of an ensemble cast in a way. The two leads seem to me to be Wang Ziqi, who you might recognize from The Imperial Coroner, and Liu Yu Zhao, who was in Blossoms in Adversity. Then we also have Wang Hanyi, who is in Snowy Night Timeless Love, that's currently airing. Kang Shu-er, who was in something called Mr. Insomnia Waiting for Love, and Hei Chiao Chu, who was in The Princess Royal. Liu Yu Xiao's character has always loved Wang Ziqi's character, but he rejected her. She then falls off a cliff, loses her memory, and he rescues her. He gives her a disguise and introduces her as someone else to hide her identity. They eventually fall in love over time after overcoming many obstacles and dangers together. Tencent released a new trailer for this drama. Other than Wang Ziqi, most of the other leads that I listed have only been acting for less than 5 years, which is interesting to me. They're up-and-comers. That won't stop me from clicking play on this drama. Also, don't pay attention to the synopsis on MDL. It makes no sense. I kind of had to research it a little on my own and kind of cherry pick stuff out of that synopsis and try to make a synopsis that made sense for the blog post. You'll look at the synopsis and the names of the characters aren't even right, so I don't really know where they got that from, but don't pay attention to synopsis right now on my drama list. Probably will change by the time this drama airs, but just currently right now, that's my warning. Through my research, though, of looking for this synopsis, I read that the drama has some investigation and crime solving involved. That's also why this drama piqued my interest, other than the cast. It seems to me it's like a more quieter of the dramas that Tencent announced and talked about in their conference, but doesn't mean it couldn't be entertaining. That was Serendipity. The next drama is called The Truth. The director is Zhang Tong, which he directed Our Interpreter. Screenwriter is Lin Ji-dong, who wrote To Be With You. Leads are Gang Jun from Word of Honor, of course, Sun Yi, who was in Pledge of Allegiance, and Jiang Wu, who was in the a drama called The Limbo that just recently aired. Not much is known about this drama. I have like a one-sentence synopsis for you. The criminal technology section of the Yunchi Public Security Bureau is a gathering place for local, important, and strange cases. As you can tell, it's a crime drama. There's really not much known for this. I think Tencent released a poster for this drama. It's in collaboration with IQIYI as well. I think this drama wrapped filming about a year ago, and maybe this poster being released is telling people it's coming soon, or Tencent is working on releasing it. I'm not sure, but I think it's been wrapped for a while. But from what I can tell, we've only gotten this poster, not even a trailer yet. I'm interested because it's a crime drama. You really don't need nothing more than that for me to get interested in the crime drama. Know nothing about what it's about, though, or even who the characters are. It's very even unclear. Is Sunyi a detective in this? Is she something else? I'm not sure. That was The Truth. Next drama is another drama that I probably needs no introduction because I'm sure a lot of people have seen stuff from it or it's being talked about already. And that is Love Beyond the Grave. Director is Zoe Chin, who did Love You Forever. Screenwriter is Tang Chi-sen, who did Tomb of the Sea. Leads are Dilraba again, who, as I said, was from 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms and The Blue Whisper, and then Chen Fei-yu, who was, of course, in Evernight. Synopsis. I had to again summarize this and generalize this because MDL, for some reason, just had a really, really long synopsis that didn't need to be there and didn't really make sense at the same time. Dilraba plays a 400-year-old ghost master who meets a general played by Chen Fei-yu. They meet, form a contract where they exchange 5 senses. Don't ask me what those 5 senses are. It was not explained. They work together and maintain peace between the human and spiritual worlds in order to protect both of these worlds. It's pretty much all I could get from the synopsis on MDL. Tencent released some character posters for all the main characters in this drama. The drama also hasn't wrapped filming yet, so that might also be why we don't really have a synopsis that makes sense. It's still filming. This drama, I'm excited for it because of the genre. It looks like a Xinxia drama. Could be. It looks like it could be. We also haven't gotten a trailer, so it's not really confirmed. Xinxia is one of my favorite genres in general, so I will always be excited for those type of dramas. I never pictured Dilraba and Chen Fei-yu together in a drama, but I like both of them separately, so I'm curious about how they will act together. The character posters look beautiful. I know there was some talk about some of the costume designs with the drama, specifically within China. I quite like the costumes, and they are shown off in these posters. We'll have to see what they look like on screen, but I like the costumes. I might have a different opinion from other people. I don't know. This also sounds like it could be somewhat of an adventure drama, which I always like that genre as well, which intrigues me. We'll have to see. But again, this isn't wrapped filming yet, so we don't know much about this drama. And that was Love Beyond the Grave. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive this isn't done filming yet, but I could be wrong. Who knows? Next up is one I already talked about, so I'm not really going to go really, really far in depth. This is the drama with Cheng Yi, where it collabed with IQIYI. So IQIYI already announced it and talked about it and released new materials with it. Tencent released a new poster and a behind-the-scenes promo video. Director is Ren Hei Tao. This is called Go to the Mountains and See. Director is Ren Hei Tao, Mysterious Lowe's Casebook. Screenwriter is Lu Fang, also did Mysterious Lowe's Casebook. There's quite a few leads. Leads are Chen Yi, he started Mysterious Lowe's Casebook. Guli Naja, I think is how you pronounce it. She was in Snow Eagle Lord. Xu Zhen Xuan was in Adventure Behind the Bronze Door, which is the most recent Lost Tomb adaptation. Lu Menru, who is also in Mysterious Lotus Casebook, and Ding Xiao Yang, who was in Amidst a Snowstorm of Love. If you don't remember the synopsis from the IQIYI episode, the synopsis is a wuxia drama about a laid-back individual played by Cheng Yi who loves martial art novels but is worn down by reality. He immerses himself in the martial arts novel and lives vicariously through the book's main character. As I said, Tencent released a new poster and behind-the-scenes promo video for this. I will say, the behind-the-scenes promo video showed a fight with Cheng Yi, and he was fighting himself. To me, that seems really interesting, and I hope we do get that fight and do get that scene in the finished product. As I said, this is a joint drama from IQIYI and Tencent. I did like the poster that IQIYI released more than what Tencent released for their conference. But the little behind the scenes trailer was pretty cool, as I said, because Cheng Yi fought himself. I definitely wanted to see more material about this drama. I feel like Tencent could have done something a little more, but I'll take what we can get. You know, anything with Cheng Yi in it, I'm excited for. It is what it is. That is Go to the Mountains and See, or Go the Mountains and See. Next drama is All Rise. The director is Denke. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. He did You Are Desire. Screenwriter Zhang Wei, who did A Journey to Love. There's multiple leads in this drama. Hu Xuan Yu, who did Pegasus. Zhao Yiran, who was in Regeneration. Han Lan Do, who was in A Journey to Love. Ji Nai, who was in A Date from With the Future. Li Lei, who was in A Long Way Home. And Huang Tingting, who was also in Pegasus. Not much is known about this drama. The synopsis really is just says it's a drama about interns at a law firm. It's pretty much all we know. I don't even think we have a trailer or anything for this drama, just what was released at this conference. Tencent released a new poster for this conference, kind of like an ensemble poster. You see everybody that was mentioned, everybody that should be in this drama. As I said before in the Youku drama post, when they talked about the dramas that they had with Hu Xuan Yu in it, I love him. I will watch him in anything. So I'm always excited to see him in more dramas. All Rise is the same thing. He's in this drama. I'm excited for it. I loved him ever since I watched Hikaru no Go. It's one of my favorite Chinese dramas of all time. I highly recommend it. Please go watch it. I really think, and I said this in the Youku podcast episode already, I really think he has a really interesting resume. I have a ton of his dramas I still need to watch, but he always seems to do some unique and interesting dramas that stand out. So I will always watch him in more dramas. I think he's really talented. We'll have to see what this drama is because, as I said, we don't know much about it. I do like dramas with ensemble cast though, because we might have like found family or multiple romances. We'll just have to wait and see how this one plays out, but I'm excited for it. And that is All Rise. Okay, so we're about halfway through. As I said, I don't have as many dramas on the Tencent conference as I did with other drama or other conferences. We're about halfway done. This next drama I talk about is called 12 Letters. I knew nothing about this drama until this conference happened. I'm glad they talked about this drama, but I hadn't even heard of it. No idea. This is all new to me. 12 Letters. The director is Sha Wei Qi. He did River Runs Through It. Screenwriter is Cheng Zhao Mao, who did Priceless, and also Cheng Meng Lian, who also did Priceless. Leads are Zhao Yiran, who was in You Are Desire, and Wang Ying Lu, who was in I Am Nobody. Again, the synopsis was all over the place on MDL for this one. It was very confusing to me. So I had to do a little research and had to write up and kind of summarize what I found. The synopsis for this drama is about a small town and the people living in it. It's about 12 mysterious letters and the 35 years of anticipation that go along with them. It is about two fated people in a mailbox that transcends through time and space. The mailbox sends letters from 2026 and 1996. Tencent released a new trailer and poster for this. As I said, I knew absolutely nothing about this drama. I didn't even know it existed until this conference. The MDL synopsis is very confusing, so I had to go looking for another one. This one that I wrote up didn't give much away, and the MDL synopsis spins a livelier story with a time travel, suspense, emotions, and mystery. It sounds like we're kind of getting a bit of every genre with this one. I didn't want to give much away, and also it was very hard to even get through everything and try to find a coherent synopsis in general. So hopefully my synopsis at least gives you an idea of this. If you go and read the MDL synopsis, that will give you a little more suspense and emotion. It might get you a little more attached to this drama than what I wrote, but we'll have to wait and see. The trailer also, if you go and watch the trailer, it also helps add a bit to that suspense and high stakes, emotionally driven story that we love. This drama caught my eye due to the darkness that the trailer seems to give. I'm intrigued because it looks like a crime drama, but also could have an element of fantasy and, of course, romance. Again, we're kind of have to wait and see. I don't know. It's all over the place. I did like the fact that the trailer and maybe even the synopsis doesn't give a lot away, and then we're guessing about it. That was entertaining. That was the Chinese drama 12 Letters. The next one is that I'm going to talk about is Why Is He Still Single? Director, I could not find a director. I also could not find a screenwriter for this. I also could not find really a synopsis for this. So it's kind of brand new, at least from what I could tell. The leads are Wallace Howe, who was in Light the Night, and Zuzu, who was in The Bond. Tencent released a couple new trailers for this, I think at least 2. I'm excited for this because of Wallace Howe. I always have loved him as an actor, and he has become semi-retired since 2019, at least from Chinese dramas. He did Light the Night in 2020, 2021, and that was pretty much the only drama he did since 2019. So I'm excited to see that he's coming back and like getting some roles and doing a few more Chinese dramas, and we have something to look forward to. Also, this drama seems to be about an older couple and their romantic journey. When I say older, it's like 40s, 50s maybe. I'm excited for that. I always like older romances, maybe because I'm getting older myself and I can relate more to them versus high school drama, but I always love watching older romance dramas where the characters are older. That's pretty much all we don't know much about this drama. The trailers look fun, but even those don't have subs. I don't really know what to think of this drama, but I'm happy it's coming. This is also based off of a Japanese drama. I would be curious if I could find a Japanese drama to watch it first and then watch the Chinese drama and see if it's any different. But yeah, this is a remake of a old Japanese drama as well by the same name. And that name is Why Is He Still Single? Next drama I'm going to talk about is Cheng Ying. Director is unknown. Screenwriter unknown. Leads Gao Ye, who was in Detective Chinatown, and Chen Jingke, who was in The Midst of Snowstorm of Love. This was another synopsis I kind of had to piece together because MDL did not have anything written for their synopsis. They didn't have an official one, so I sort of had to do some research and find something that was coherent. It looks like this drama pretty much was announced at the conference because they released a new trailer and a poster, and that seemed like the first material released for this. And they also announced the leads at this conference. It sounds like this is a pretty new drama that not a lot of material was released. That's why there's very little known about this drama in general. But the synopsis I pieced together was a murder case with no body. Qin Hang, played by Gao Ye, is a suspect in a murder case, but could not be proven. A year later, she is found dead and is thought to have been killed by her boyfriend, but again, only bones were found. This case has physical evidence and the murderer even confessed, but the question still remains, is Hong Kin really dead? Of course, the reason why I'm interested in this is it's a crime drama, so naturally I'm interested in it. I also like Gao Ye from other dramas I've seen her in, like Detective Chinatown. I think she's quite a good actress. And also, the synopsis caught my eye. It's a crime drama. You have to know, is she really dead? What happened to her? Who killed her? If she is, that type of thing. So this one intrigues me a lot because there's not much known, but then we got a synopsis at the same time. We'll have to see. But that was Chongying. Next drama is, I'm sure a lot of people are excited for this. I know a lot of people were talking about it. And that is Love's Ambition. The director is Cheng Chang, who did Nothing But You. The screenwriter is unknown. I could not find one. Leads are William Chen, who you might recognize from A Date with the Future, and Zhao Lushi, who you might recognize from The Last Immortal. Again, I kind of had to summarize this synopsis a lot. It was really long on MDL, and some of that was quite unnecessary. Synopsis: Zhao Lushi plays a popular anchor, and William Chan plays a wealthy man. They are a couple that everybody envies. Internally, though, they have always struggled to integrate in each other's social circles due to difference of upbringings. They get married, but Zhao Yushi is still under his control and feels like she's living a lie. She eventually breaks free of William Chen's character and they go their separate ways. Only then does William Chen's character realize that he has always loved her and vows to win her back. They rediscover each other and themselves. This is a story of second chance love. So Tencent released a new poster, a new trailer, and behind the scenes video of shooting those posters. I also was looking at the MDL page, and I didn't realize this until I looked at the MDL page, that this seems to be related to the movie The Unseen Sister, which recently or is about to come out. It was recently released in China or is about to be released in China, because that movie and this drama seem to have come from the same source material. They're both adaptations of the same source material, which I thought was interesting because I watched the trailer for the movie and then I watched the trailer that Tencent released in this conference. And the movie almost seems like it's a suspense crime thriller vibe. And the trailer from Love's Ambition pretty much gives you straight up romance. But they're from the same source material. Apparently the movie looks more at the sisters' relationships between each other, and then Love's Ambition apparently concentrates on one of the sisters more and about her life and her love life. I personally really want to see the movie too. I was surprised though that they were from the same source material, because if you looked at both trailers and both posters, they look the complete opposite. You wouldn't know they were related unless you are in China and know that already, maybe read the source material, I don't know. But you wouldn't know, in my opinion, just looking at the trailers, that they are based off the same thing. I will be honest, I am here for the cast. I have not seen William Chen in a drama for a while. I have a bunch of his dramas I haven't watched yet, though. I'm curious how he and Zhao Lushi will be as a couple. They look good together. They look great together on the trailer and the poster, but I'm still curious about their pairing. I also like a lot of the supporting cast. A lot of the actors are going to do support roles. This drama looks like it might just be right up my alley in terms of the casting. Drama also looks like it might have some suspense due to the description of William Chen's character in the synopsis. The trailer doesn't give that idea, but that could be throwing us off with the trailer. But the synopsis kind of gives a little bit of a suspense drama. Again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. That was Love's Ambition, and the next drama I'm going to talk about is Lady Liberty. We have 3 more dramas to go, I think. This is going to be a short episode. I already said it, but this is going to be a short episode. Anyway, Lady Liberty. Director is Zhang Xiaobo, who did In Between, which recently finished airing. Screenwriter is Chen Wen, who did The Rebel. This also has kind of an ensemble cast. Stars Tiffany Tong from Princess Wei Young, Mark Chow, 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, Han Lan Do, A Journey to Love, who we've mentioned in other dramas in this podcast episode, Yang Kai Yu, who was in Ode to Joy season 3, 4, and 5, Feng Xiao Feng, who was in the story of Ming Lan. Again, I kind of had to cherry pick and summarize the synopsis. It was incomplete on MDL. You read it, and then all of a sudden, the sentence didn't even finish. So I kind of just had to cherry pick and make up my own a little bit. Tiffany Tong's character has always lived a single life, even though she has had many men pursue her. She doesn't reject marriage, but she just doesn't want to settle. She has always longed for true love. Will she find it in Mark Chow's character or somebody else? Part of the problem, same thing with this synopsis as another one I said earlier, they got the names mixed up again. Like, in this one, they were naming names that like weren't even in the character roster at all. So I didn't even know who they were talking about. And it just, again, stopped in the middle of a sentence. It was incomplete. The synopsis wasn't 100% written in. Tencent released some new character stills for this drama. I think 4 or 5 for all of the characters that are in this drama. I'm excited for this drama due to the cast. I'm excited for the cast in this drama because there's a lot of veteran actors. And also, like, we have another drama that is like an older romance in their 40s type thing. I will always support those type of dramas. And I like the veteran actors that are leads in this drama. Mark Chow's hair in this poster is wild. I put it in the blog post. His hair is wild. I have not seen Mark Chow or Tiffany Tong in a drama in a while, so it will be nice to see them in this drama, but also it's nice that more dramas with them in it are coming out. Little side note. So I have notes on MDL of actors that I like, actresses that I like, and they're ordered by country. So I have a list of Chinese actors and a list of Chinese actresses, and I put them on the list, and then I name what dramas I like and that I've seen them in, type thing. And I'll have multiple actors where I want to watch all the dramas I'm interested in, but then I'm afraid I'm going to run out of dramas. And then that's that. I never fully finish, like, I finish the drama I'm watching, but I never go all over their drama discography and watch everything they've ever done because I'm afraid I'll run out of dramas. So with Tiffany Tong and Mark Chow, I love them both and I've seen a lot of their dramas, but I also don't want to finish watching all of their dramas because then I will have nothing else to watch with them in it. I need to kind of get over that. I need to bite the bullet and just like watch these actors and actresses in dramas. It will be nice to see Mark Chow and Tiffany Tong together. I'm curious about their pairing and their romance because it seems like they're the ones that are going to have the romance, even though it is a ensemble cast. That was Lady Liberty. Second to last drama to talk about is The Lychee Road. Director is Cao Dun, who did Longest Day in Chang'an. Screenwriter is Ma Bo Young, who also did The Longest Day in Chang'an. Listen, when this screenwriter is added to a drama, you sit up and pay attention. Like, I love this screenwriter for very good reasons that I'll explain below, but anytime this person is attached to a drama, I'm like, immediately yes. Again, I kind of had to go and search for the synopsis. MDL didn't really have anything, so I had to go and Google it and then summarize it. Story about how Lei Ji-ying's character tries to transport lychees to Chang'an from a noble consort's birthday. He has to ensure that the lychees remain as fresh as possible. Apparently, this seems like an almost impossible task because lychees don't stay fresh all that long, and he also meets many obstacles on the road. That's me summarizing it. I'm sure you can find a better one out there, in my opinion, on anything that I've summarized today. Tencent released a new poster and trailer for this drama. MDL, again, does not have official synopsis, so I researched a bit. Apparently, there's a movie adaptation also being made about this same story. I'm excited for the drama because it's made by the same people who did Longest Day at Chang'an. Also, a lot of the cast members were in that drama as well. That's a fantastic Chinese drama, so if you ever want to go watch it, please do. I also did a review of it on my podcast, I think like a month ago, so you can go check that out. It's a fantastic crime drama, and I need more people to watch it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm surprised to see some comedy in the trailer, but it looks like it still is high stakes. Looks like it still could be at that aesthetic caliber of The Longest Day in Chang'an. We'll just have to wait and see. But the production looks amazing, just like The Longest Day in Chang'an. I'm trying not to have too high of a hopes for this drama because I've been let down before, but I can't help but also be excited for this due to it. The story isn't related to Longest Day at Chang'an, but people who've worked on this drama also have worked on that drama. I'm excited. That was the Lychee Road. And last but certainly not least, we have something called, this does not have an English title, so I'm going to butcher this Chinese name. It's called Gu Yu Feng Hua Lu. The reason why we don't have a English title is because there's not much known about it. The director's unknown, screenwriter's unknown. It stars Li Teng, who was in Warm on a Cold Night. You might remember her there. And Chen Xinghui, who is the second male lead from The Double. Synopsis. Again, kind of had to summarize this from MDL. Likely to change too, because I don't even think this drama has started filming yet. We'll have to wait and see. Li Teng plays an ordinary musician who meets Chen Xinghei's character, who has amnesia. He just broke out of a seal. She wants to protect her sect, and he wants to restore his memory, so they agree to help each other and work together. Through their cooperation, they fall in love, but become divided again due to a misunderstanding. They go back and forth with protecting the worlds and the people they love, as well as misunderstanding each other and falling apart, ultimately coming out on the other side together as a couple. It's pretty much what I got from synopsis and me summarizing and cherry picking stuff. Tencent announced this drama as well as the leads are Li Teng and Chen Xinghei during this conference. Me personally, I'm really brand new to Chen Xinghei. I don't think I've seen him in anything except for The Double, which I'm currently watching. And I do admit he caught my eye in The Double. I find he has a very unique look, and I did like how he acted in The Double. I wish The Double did more with him. I will say I'm not done with it yet. It might happen in the last 5 episodes, but he did catch my eye in The Double. So I'm excited to see him here. This drama looks like it's going to be one of his first lead roles ever. I'm always excited for that. Again, I do not think this has even started shooting yet. And it looks like it's going to be another Shansha, which I'm excited for that genre. I always will watch that genre. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can give you on Gu Yu Feng Hua Lu. If anybody hears anything more about it, let me know. And that is my list. That is the list of Tencent dramas that caught my eye during the conference that was held a few days ago. Again, remember, I do not talk about every single thing talked about in these conferences, or we would be here all day. This list is just ones that caught my attention, and I wanted to research more and get more information and then tell you guys about it. Because who doesn't like talking about dramas in general? So, what newly announced Tencent dramas or what dramas from the Tencent conference are you excited for? anything I mentioned were you also excited for? Do you want more of these lists whenever one of the Chinese networks or any network does this type of thing? Is this entertaining to you? Is this helpful? Are you a Chinese drama watcher at all or want to become one? Let me know. DM me. Comment under this. I want to talk about this. There's a reason why I'm making these types of episodes, because I want to talk about the dramas that these conferences release. So message me. Let me know what you are excited for. Let me know what Chinese dramas you are excited for from any of these conferences. Please go comment underneath those podcast episodes. And basically just tell me if you enjoy this format and you enjoy this type of episode, because I will happily make you more episodes like this. And this has been another episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast. Thank you for listening. Let me know if you want more episodes like this. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed hearing about Chinese dramas. And I will talk to you soon in another episode. Bye. If you want to continue the conversations about dramas that were started in this episode, you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter under the username No Sleep for Dramas. That is No Sleep, the number 4, Dramas, just like in the title of the podcast. This podcast is also an expansion of my blog, so you can visit my blog at www.nosleep4dramas.com, the number 4 dramas.com, and find multiple years of blog posts already available at your fingertips. All links are in the description of this episode. This has been an episode of the No Sleep for Dramas podcast, and I am your host, Caitlin. I will see you here next time, and I hope you get no sleep chasing the next episode just like me. Good night.